Hey, welcome to GiveMeApps, your app mall, the #1 independent app store. Today we're checking out Lootero by Nitech Pty Limited. This is for the Android and iOS platforms. Guys, if you're looking for a way to securely and virtually catalog your real-world items, this app is for you. We're talking about those who want to catalog things like wine bottles or watches, jewelry, baseball cards, basketball cards, you name it. This app is the app you've been looking for. You can take a look here at the splash screen. Once you sign up, you create an account, you are ready to start cataloging. Take a look here where it says, what are loot boxes? A loot box is a way to group and filter your collectible items. A physical loot box can be used to catalog physically grouped together real-world items. For example, items with a safe, wine fridge, display cabinet, or even a treasure chest. Arg! A virtual loot box, however, can be used to catalog a collection of items that aren't necessarily housed within a physical location. For example, guitars, works of art, books, or even plants. So you have two different types of approaches here. You have your physical loot box. We'll bring this closer to the screen, as well as your virtual loot box. Now, we wanted to test this app or use this app in a real world, real life type situation. So I'm actually going to catalog these Kenneth Cole watches. They aren't Rolexes. These are fairly cheap watches, but they are decent quality in my opinion. And so we're going to use these to put this app in a real world or a real use case. So we're going to get started. Again, you simply just select or create your account rather, and then you're ready to go. Now the first thing you need to do is create an actual loot box. That's what we just read to you. We're going to do that right now. So you see here we have the take a photo option or add a photo. Now, again, you have two different types of loot boxes. We're going to bring this up to you closer again. You have your physical loot box and your virtual loot box. Now take a look here at the bottom. It asks for details. You have your name, description, and loot box type, as well as the location. So we're going to go along by calling this watches. And for the description, we'll put Kenneth Cole. Okay. And because these are Kenneth Cole watches, our loot box type, we'll put, now take a look here. You have attic, box, bunker, container, cooler box, display cabinet shelf, first aid kit, freezer, fridge, generic, greenhouse, humidor, jewelry box, laptop, lockup garage, outhouse, pantry, PC case, rucksack, safe, shed, shelves, storage locker, wine cellar, and wine fridge. So pretty much everything, including the kitchen sink. We like the fact that this is pre-populated. We are going to go with jewelry box because that's kind of what this is. And of course, we have location. You have different locations here: bedroom, car, garage, generic, or office. We're going to go with generic just because, for security reasons. This is an overview after all right? And this is a physical loot box. Again, we're going to be cataloging these items here, these Kenneth Cole watches, as you can see. And our next step is going to be to take a picture of the loot box itself. So we're going to use this case. I don't actually put the watches in this case, but why not? You can see here that it says take a photo or add a photo. We're going to go with the take photo option. Okay, and I'm going to bring this into view. That's this case. Okay, and I'm going to take a picture of that with my device. Now you can't see that here, barely. All right, but I'm going to take a picture of this box, okay, with my device. And I'm going to bring the device back into view so you can see it. We'll get this out of the way. And okay, there is my case. All right. So we'll know just by looking at this that this is where we catalog these items. So this is going to be useful. This is going to be helpful. You have retry or OK. We're going to tap on OK. And there we go. So this is our loot box now. Take a look there. You can get rid of the item if you want. Item meaning that picture and start over if you wanted to do that. And at the bottom of the screen here, we have the save option. We'll bring this closer to the screen so you can see it. There it is. Okay, and we're going to tap on save. Let's just get this posted back into its original position. All right, okay, your loot box has been saved. Click OK to move on to the items tab where you will be able to add to your loot box. So once the loot box is created, we can now add items to it. That's what it's saying here. Now that you've created your first loot box, let's add an item to it. So this is bare bones, guys, meaning that we just started using the app. We cleared out what we did earlier in our pre-overview. And so here we are ready to go, okay? So we are going to take a photo. If we tap on loot box, we have the watches option here because that's the loot box that we created. Take a look at that. Okay, we're going to select that now. And we're going to start cataloging items. So we'll call this gold because this is obviously not real gold, but we're going to call it gold because that's the watch that we're using here. All right, we're in the watches category or loot box category. Take a look here. Books. Now this is cool. Alcohol, art, books, cards, cigars, commodities, figurines, food, gaming, jewelry, lighters, musical, plants, sneakers, sports, trading cards, and watches. And look at that. We actually have watches here, which is great. I didn't expect that. Awesome. So with the collection, we have antiques, desktops, and laptops, digital print, Final Fantasy, footwear, guitars, Pokemon, religious, vodka, whiskey, and wine. Those are the options here. We're going to go with, let's see, we'll select antiques. It's not quite an antique, but we'll just go with it. Description, we'll just put, we'll make up a serial number. That's not what this is. We'll say Kenneth C 12345. All right. If you were going to catalog, say, baseball cards, you might want to put the year, the date, the manufacturer, etc. There we go. We have all this. Now we're going to take a photo of this. Okay. And we're going to bring this watch in the view. Here we are. You can see that right there. And we'll take a photo with our device. We'll bring the device in the view. You can see that there. And boom, there we are. Not the best photo, but we don't want this video to go on for too long. So we'll tap on OK. And let's see what happens. There it is. And now we can save this. We're going to do that. And boom, take a look. It is in our loot box here. Now we can add some more items, and we're going to stay true to form by taking a photo of another one. So we're going to tap on plus. So we're adding more items. So we're going to call this silver. Now you'd be more specific if this were, if this were your situation. We're going to select our watches loot box again. We have our category. We'll go down to watches. Thank you to this developer for including that there, making our life easier. And we're going to go with antiques again. And we'll put Kenneth C S. We'll put like SL for silver. And we'll call this 23456. We're just making up some serial numbers here. We'll save. And we have to go back, actually, because what we did not do was we did not take a photo of it. So if you don't do that, that's what's going to happen. Now, just keep in mind, we can continue with this by pressing the plus icon. All right, we can take another photo if we want to do that. Let's do that one more time. We have silver. We have our loot box. Now, this is like muscle memory, folks. Once you get used to using this, it's 1, 2, 3. And you can see we've gotten the hang of this while doing it, which is great. Antiques, description, we'll call it Kenneth SL. We'll go with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just make this up. And we'll take our photo. We clicked on save last time, which we shouldn't have done, which is good because you're getting a chance to see what this would be like if you were using it. There we are. We'll take a photo. We'll bring this into view. And there we go. All right, and so we'll take this out of the way, or get this out of the way rather, and there's our silver watch this time around. And we'll tap on OK. And once we have that, we can save this, and boom, look at that. So we have 3 items in our loot box now, which is great. So take a look. We can go to our loot boxes section. You see we have our item there, or our loot box. We have our items in the loot box if we tap on items on the bottom. So guys, this is, once again, Lootero. Take a look here. You can filter items, exact match, categories. You have your collections. Take a look at that. Antiques. So you can, filter items if you want to do that. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this. This is Lootero. This is really cool. Take a look. Oh, I forgot to mention this. So you have your last updated, date acquired, use by date, quantity, cost, value, year produced. You can filter by all of these different items, or I guess you could call them points here. Last updated, date acquired, use by date, quantity, cost, value, year produced. All right, so guys, Lootero allows you to catalog all of your items. We gave you a real life use case here. And what's great is once you start filling this up, you can search through all of your items. I'm thinking about all the things that I could use this for. I have a bunch of basketball cards. I have a bunch of seeds that I bought that I want to plant this year. We could easily use an app like this to catalog our items, search through them, look at when we bought them, the condition that they're in. Imagine bringing this to a collector's, like a pawn shop or something like that. You can show them your catalog and say, hey, I have all of these items. Let's do business. Guys, Lootero, pretty cool. Let the app developer know how they're doing. Give them information on what you believe they can do to improve the quality of the app. We think they're doing a good job here. I like the fact that the list here are pre-populated with so many different suggestions. I had no idea that watches would be a category in here, which made this video a lot easier to produce. Guys, once again, this is Lootero, both for iOS and Android. This is the GiveMeApps YouTube channel. GiveMeApps is the world's #1 independent app store. Download apps for any platform. iOS, Android, Windows Phone, you name it, we'll have it here. If you're a developer, you can keep the full 100% of your download sales. We're the only app store anywhere that lets you do that. Once again, guys, this is Lootero. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. It is a free install. Till next time.